Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and in today's quick law of attraction video, I'm going to share with you 3 easy self-love exercises. But first, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe because I do put out new law of attraction videos, just like this one, every single week. Let's go ahead and talk now about these 3 easy self-love exercises. Now, in a video that I created last week on tips to attract love, a lot of people wrote back with some feedback that they would like some more information on how to develop self-love. And if you haven't seen that video already, you might like to go ahead and watch that now before watching this one. And if you'd like to do that now, please look in the description for the link on the video on tips to attract love. All right. But anyway, we got a lot of viewer feedback that there was some interest in learning more about how to develop self-love. And developing self-love is extremely important with the law of attraction. Now, across all domains, the more you love yourself, the better. Okay, because if you're constantly projecting a vibration that says, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, your reality will mirror back to you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And so your reality will treat you a lot more lovingly when you have a high degree of self-love. So to help you cultivate this more, I'm going to share with you 3 easy self-love exercises. The first one I call treating your ego like a baby. All right. Now, ego is anytime your mind gets involved and is saying very critical things, very negative things towards you or towards anybody else or anything else, that's really your ego talking. Ego really talks out of fear. And a lot of times when we hear our ego, when we hear negative self-talk, when we hear ourselves criticizing this or that, we become even more critical of ourselves. You know, I should be thinking positive, I should be a nicer person, and we guilt and shame ourselves. But something that can be very useful in drumming up self-love is to learn to love your ego. I know that may sound counterintuitive, but learn to treat that part of yourself with love. Okay? So the way that I like to think of my ego is that it's like a baby. It's like the little baby inside of me who hasn't quite figured everything out yet. And so when it's upset, when its needs aren't being met, it starts crying, it starts whining, etc. Okay, and so whenever you hear yourself being critical, being judgmental, being unkind, just say to yourself, you know what does the baby need right now? Does the baby need a timeout? Should I go take a timeout right now? Does the baby need to eat? Am I just hungry? Is that why I'm projecting all this garbage out there? Is the baby tired? Does the baby need some entertainment? But when you hear yourself acting that way, look at yourself through the lens of a loving parent. That there's a baby inside of me that's begging to be taken care of right now, and what can I do to attend to that baby? Now, as a quick question, I'd like for you to think about that ego voice, that critical voice. How often does that voice pop up in your life? Is it a lot? Is it a little? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank that ego baby coming out to play throughout the course of your day? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And if you could do me a favor and shoot your score down in the bottom to let me know, that'll help me kind of understand the dynamic of the crowd that's watching me and how often they're dealing with that critical voice inside. Now, for my second self-love exercise. So it's a really great suggestion for whenever you have a choice. And we have lots of choices. You've got choices all day long, all right? But when you find yourself coming up against something you're not quite sure, should I turn right or should I turn left? Should I go here or should I go there? A really great self-loving exercise that you can do is simply ask yourself, of the options that are available, which one is the healthiest and most self-loving for me? And based on the answer to that question, make your choice in alignment with the answer to that question. Okay, so, you know, if the choice is, should I go out tonight with my friends and party, or should I stay in and get some rest? Well, what's the healthiest and most self-loving choice? It could be either way. Well, maybe I'm really tired right now, so the healthiest thing that I could do is stay in, so I'm going to go ahead and make that choice. Maybe another day it's another answer, like, you know what, I've been cooped up all week, I could really use a night out, so it's go out and party with my friends. All right, so there's no right or wrong answer as to what an action is. Either one could be healthy. The question is, which one's healthiest and most self-loving for you now? And the more that you make decisions based on the answer to that question, the more you'll be acting in alignment with self-loving choices. Now, for my third self-love exercise, this is a great one to do at the beginning of the day, because I feel it helps if you're trying to build up self-love, self-esteem, to really put some focus on it at the beginning of the day to allow it to build and to grow. And so something that you could do that's very simple is when you're laying in bed or when you're getting dressed in the morning, looking in the mirror, ask yourself a very simple question. And the question is, how am I worthy of love? Or why am I worthy of love? And just put that question out there and see how many answers to that question you can get back. Now, the nice thing about the law of attraction is when you ask a question, answers come back to you. And so if we're acting or feeling like we're not very loved, chances are the questions we've been asking are, why don't people love me? Why am I not lovable? Why don't I love myself? And so we've been getting answers that reinforce that feeling that we're not loved. But if we can start asking a different question, why am I lovable? Why am I worthy of love? Why am I a good person? Why do I love myself? Ask those questions and see how many answers come back. Now, initially, you may only get a couple if you're really feeling kind of dark and depressed. But if you work with that statement, that question, repeatedly, you'll find that you start attracting more and more reasons for you to love yourself. Thanks so much for watching today's quick law of attraction video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. And I'd also like to invite you to take my law of attraction test if you haven't yet taken it already. I do think I explained the law of attraction very, very well. That being said, the best teacher for the law of attraction is for you to consciously experience putting something out there and see it come back. And so I've designed a very simple test that you can use to do just that. And so to take that test now, go ahead and look for a link in the description and you can take it now. All right. Thanks so much for watching today's video and have a great day. Bye-bye.